awoke to police lights outside my house at midnight. This was particularly odd because I live in the suburbs. I opened the door and there was an array of police cruisers at my neighbor's house. I walk over.
Dude, what the freak is happening?
I ask the officer. Sir, your neighbor has been found dead in his house.
What happened? Did you find who did it?
I ask in succession. Dude, chill out, says the cop. It's freaky. His hands were severed from his body, missing fingers hanging from the ceiling fan, while his remains were scattered around the house, all seeming to have bites taken out of them, while his wife and daughter has disappeared. The cop explained. It was so long.
Do you know who did it?
I inquired. We can't find anything. Why don't you come inside and try and look, said the cop. I was taken aback by his outlandish request, but he was a scary dude and I didn't want to be rude or anything.
Yeah, I'll take a look around.
I walk inside and the house I once knew looked unrecognizable, with gnarly shreds of paper and freaky drawings. I was terrified. Soon, my attention was caught when I saw large footprints leading to the bedroom. As I walked towards the bedroom, I was freaking out. There was a smelly smell coming from the room. As I slowly approached the door, the cop behind me got visibly nervous. I placed my hand on the door, slowly pushing it, as it creaked and cried as the hinges were grinding. I peek inside, not seeing anything because of the wall in front of me. I slowly put my foot down, and then, snap! Ah! I screamed in pain as something crushed my shoeless foot. I looked down to see multiple mouse traps hooked on my misshapen foot. I started yelping, Officer! Officer, please, get me out of here! But you haven't even looked in the room, says the cop. Shaken up by the cop's big burly shoulders, I turned with my broken foot, with multiple mouse traps on it. I opened the door. The door was untouched, which was very surprising since the cop described the scene as a Saw movie.
What the frick, dude? Room is fine. What's the big idea?
I turned to see the cop running away from me as if I committed the murders and he was next. Confused, I look behind me and see a tall white man with concerningly long fingers with too many joints with stitch marks on them. I then realized the long white lanky man has been stealing people's fingers and sewing them onto his own. As I turned, there was a tickle on my back. Fuck! As I turned, there was a tickle on the back of my neck, which then went down my spine. As soon as I felt his cold fingers, I ran crazy fast out the door, screaming for the cops. Oh my god, help me! Oh my god, help me! Oh my god! The first cop I talk to pushes me aside before I can make it out the front. I hit the floor after his shoulder check. I try my hardest to ignore the house and just run as I hear loud moaning coming from behind. Oh my god! Oh my god! Alright, that's the moaning part. Where did I fucking leave off? As I run from the scene behind me, the cops in front of me are yelling and pointing. When I feel I'm safe enough, I do a spin move and look at the scene behind me. I saw the cop kebabbed on the white man's finger, which was going up his butt and out his mouth, as the guy was moaning like a weirdo. Oh my god! Oh my god! I saw the crowd of cops outside simultaneously open fire on the two homos. As I watched the two homos get shot over and over again, a bullet grazes me. As I wince from the pain in my foot and now my shoulder, I pass out on my neighbor's lawn. I wake up in a hospital bed surrounded by boys in blue. I ask,
What's going on?
You got shot, my boy. I'm surprised a sissy like you could take a shot. The cops banter and I roll my eyes, then notice the bed next to me holds the long-fingered lanky white man who caused the death of my neighbor. He moves his head to me and extends a slightly longer finger than when I last saw him, and I feel something missing from my hand.